Ladies and gentlemen, about 8 months have gone by since anybody has last heard from old Errol Doobie, the White Bowser. He was sending out emails to people in September saying that me and Kiwi were finally about to get ours. The cops were coming for us, they were about to put out warrants for our arrest, and that we would be getting our comeuppance sometime soon. So, naturally, I made an email account and I emailed Earl just telling him how full of shit he was. And I never received a response. Everybody knew what Earl's email was because he had it plastered all over his website and his YouTube page, so I knew I was emailing the legitimate guy. But as expected, like I said, he didn't email back. That was until April 12th at 6:51 p.m. You see, myself and Kiwi were doing our normal weekly tradition of having Too High for Stupid, Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. This week, though, it was done on a Friday. So after the show, I checked my emails, and lo and behold, who emailed me but Errol Doobie? And he has been waiting on this, ladies and gentlemen. He's been sitting on my email for about, 8 or 9 months now, and you can read it right there. He would finally be ready to strike back, and that's when he was going to email me. And I got the email. It's his time to strike back. He is convinced that he has, he has a silver bullet. He has an ace up his sleeve, and he is more confident than you've ever seen him before. But let me get everything out of the way now so you know what we're dealing with going into this. White Bowser basically has some type of buddy troll or somebody on his side emailing him and telling him, hey, you're in the right. These other guys are lying. And, and that's all it took for Bowser to go, oh my god, you're white. Oh my god, I can't believe that I haven't thought of this yet. And now you might be asking, well, what is he saying we lied about? He's saying that the girl that he groped actually was 18, and she was not 17, and the fact that he groped a minor is untrue. Now, we have seen from the girl like herself on her own Facebook that she admitted that she was 17. So, I don't really know where Bowser's going with this, but apparently this dude who's emailing him, that guy says she's 18, so it's signed, sealed, and delivered, ladies and gentlemen. He's got the proof, and we just gotta deal with it. Listen, I know how absurd that sounds, but what you're gonna see in these emails just makes it 10 times more crazy. I'll spoil it right now for you. At one point, he says she clearly couldn't be 18 because you have to be 16 years old to work at the movie theater. that's one that's one of his excuses. This is unbelievable. But like I said, if you're probably not going to like this too much because nobody wants to see an arrogant White Bowser, a confident White Bowser, one who thinks he's got the world by the balls. And little does he know that all he's doing here is just reminding all of us about all the terrible things that he's done over the past few years. So if you're somebody who doesn't know who the White Bowser is and you're curious to know why this is so shocking and so terrible that he's back on the internet, let me give you a little rundown of his history. So White Bowser is somebody that was found in my Discord server and in numerous other YouTubers' Discord servers over the past few years, but mine especially was where he was telling people to off themselves and really just really lame stuff to tell people. Told a veteran in there that he hoped that he himself went through with it. Just terrible stuff. No one liked Earl for that alone. And then people looked into him and found that he had groped a minor back in 2021 when he was 28 and she was 17. People looked into him further and found out that he had ran a grooming Discord server. One of the most disgusting, depraved things you'll ever see. Literally admitted on our show that he allowed people to be groomed in there, but he was never in there that often. But he also took very, very much pride in making sure he was in there all the time. He flip-flops back and forth, he constantly lies, and he's been known to do some very, very sinister stuff in his past. So the fact that this dude's back online, gloating and telling people that he's in the right now, it's not something nobody wants to see, because despite us all knowing he's full of shit, a Bowser that's confident is not a Bowser you want on the internet. Like I said, he's convinced that he's right, so if he's right, then he was doing nothing wrong in the past. So now he's going to jump back into all those Discord servers and do the stuff that people had tried to convince him was so terrible for him to do. He still believes that sending AI art of stuff happening to minors, terrible things too. He sends that to other minors but says, it's just anime, it's just cartoons, it's fine because it's cartoons and all that. And I think any rationally thinking person could see the fact that you're sending any NSFW material to minors is a problem. But Bowser doesn't see that, and he doesn't want to see that. He wants to get back into doing that type of stuff. And the emails like this that he's about to send me right now, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it's pretty creepy to see. But this is where we're at now. Bowser feels really sure of himself that he's going to come back to the internet and he's going to tell me what's what. So, with all that finally out of the way, let's see exactly what he says. Hey man, I've been sure to save your email for a while. No, I can't do the whole thing like this. For a while when I finally would be able to strike back. I've got 2 screenshots for you. Apparently more than just myself has been lying. So just to make it crystal clear, he says apparently more than just himself has been lying. So with that statement right there, he admits that he himself is lying. You might wonder what these 2 screenshots he's talking about are. It's emails that he himself sent to this buddy troll in which he again just accuses me and Kiwi and other people who used to mess with him of a bunch of stuff saying that we lied. He doesn't explicitly say what we lied about, just the fact that we lied. And I think it's in reference to the girl being a minor, but again, we've seen it from the girl herself saying it, so I don't know what Earl's really going at here, but as I keep mentioning, he's pretty goddamn certain of it. In fact, I might have been telling the truth about a few things for a long time. Rest assured, I have like 5 alt Reddit accounts, 5 Discord alt accounts, and many more. So Bowser, White Bowser, the guy notorious for running a horrible grooming Discord server, is admitting that, yeah, I got like 5 extra Discords, come at me. Like, he doesn't understand how bad this sounds. He thinks he sounds like a sly little, like a sleuthy badass, that he's been seeing what everyone's saying. But all I read when I see that is he's lurking in more of these Discords again, isn't he? And just to give you a bit of a backstory here, 2 guys on the Kiwi farms, Liquid Ricky and Strauss, found out that he had weaseled his way back into another editing community. So he's trying this. He's actively trying to get back into servers right now. And so I don't know what to say other than if you're somebody who's in like an editing server, if you're somebody who's in a server like revolving around anime or something, be prepared because you just might see White Bowser in there trying to weasel his way back into normalcy. A lot of you think I'm still hiding. You couldn't be more wrong. I mean, that people couldn't be more right. You're sitting here just slyly emailing people, and you're admitting that you're on 5 alt accounts on Reddit and on Discord. Like, you're not even going by the name White Bowser anymore. He made a new YouTube account called Whatever Broski. Like that's hiding. That's hiding. If you weren't hiding, you'd still have your White Bowser account out there, and you'd still be making videos telling the trolls what's what. But ladies and gentlemen, there is still so much more we got to talk about here because not only did he upload a few new videos onto his channel, however, he also left in the description the exact date that he's gonna return fully to the internet. So stick around for that one. Oh, he also brings up that he has a lot of insider knowledge on my operation, too, which is hilarious to me considering the only time I ever talk about White Bowser is publicly on streams. My eyes are on the Kiwi farms constantly. He also has this weird, he thinks the Kiwi farms are on his side, which... I mean, it would be hilarious to see White Bowser make like a Kiwi Farms account and be like, hey guys, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Earl. I mean, if he thinks what we trolled him with is bad, dear Lord. You know when I said that you were going to win the battle, you were not going to win the war? The truth has been revealed. I never groped a minor. All of you lied to everyone. The little house of cards you built, it's all gonna come crashing down. You really underestimate your opponent. You forgot I know how to play chess. So he is right there. He does know how to play chess. But Bowser says that everyone lied. He's saying me, I lied, Kiwi lied. Bowser says this quite a lot. So to pull up my receipts, let's not even hear it from my mouth. You see how Earl says I never groped a minor there? Well, let's go back about a year.
It turns out, get this everyone, I was lied to on multiple occasions. If you guys all remember, the twin sister of the sister who the accidental groping that I did on one of the girls, her twin sister lied to me on multiple occasions about her age. And I can't say for certain if she did this because she was infatuated with me or not. You guys might remember the you guys might remember the the confession video I made. I said that one of my coworkers, the twin sister of the sister who I assaulted, I thought she had a crush on me, but before the accident, and she certainly acted like it. There was gossip in the workplace around the time. There was a lot of gossip in the workplace around the time, and that's why I assumed it. But she lied to me on multiple occasions about her age, and it were those lies. It were those lies that led me to believe that her and her sister were at or above the age of 18. And it turns out, no, that was wrong. And I am now more ashamed than ever to hear the truth come out, a truth I never knew. I was lied to about the letter being delivered by, the movie Fear. And I was lied to by one of my coworkers about their age that made me think, oh no, they're both above the age of 18 like I thought they were. So, no, it turns out that I'll say it. No, it turns out I groped a minor.
I think that little clip is important for numerous reasons. Number one, because he outright admits that he knows he groped a minor, and then he accuses the sister of the girl he groped, the other people who worked with him, basically anyone he can, of lying to him in the past. He brings up the letter being delivered right there. And if you guys don't know the story behind that, the reason Bowser said that he was lied to about it being delivered is because for the longest time he had claimed that he sent a letter to the girl he groped, asking for forgiveness, and she wrote back and said, "Don't worry, Errol, you're forgiven." Well, then we found out that he never even sent that letter, because despite like being adamant that he did, swearing that he did, he then came out and said, "Well, I guess it was never delivered." So then that would put into question the fact that he brought up that the girl responded to him, and then when he was pressed on that again, he just had nothing to say about it. Bowser lies all the time about this stuff, but claims that everyone else is lying and uses that as a defense, which is, startling enough what he's doing right now. I tell him in response to that last email that I'll just be sure to let everyone know that the groper is back. He then responds with, "Dude, you're so fucking addicted to your weed. Your intelligence is that of a monkey eating its own shit. Calling someone a pedophile for watching gnarly anime is like calling someone a criminal for playing Grand Theft Auto. Delusional idiot. Keep going, Smokey. I can keep on screenshotting too. You all lied to everyone over the past like 2 years." You see, that reference to quote unquote gnarly anime is the only time he's going to bring up anything involving the Discord server, because he thinks that he has this smoking gun right now, right? That because this girl wasn't a minor, at least in his head, that everything we've ever said is wrong. Now, I want you guys to just realize the logic Bowser is going off here. He's showing up to basically gloat and say, "Hey, you know that girl that I groped? Turns out I didn't grope a minor. I just groped a regular woman." So he thinks that's like an own. And even though it's not true, even if it was, dear God, Earl, like, why do you think that that would be a good thing no matter what? I get what he's saying, right? I get it. "Oh, guys, I've proven she isn't a minor." No, you didn't. And even if you did, it's still terrible that you groped somebody. But this is the logic he's trying to go off of here. But back to the gnarly anime. Again, it's the only time he brings that up because he has absolutely no defense for the whole Discord situation. And now, just to show you some of that, let's bring up a clip again from about a year ago where Bowser talks about the whole Discord fiasco.
I'm
Hey,
not.
Bowser, can I ask you a question?
I'm not attracted to kids.
Bowser, that other Discord server you had, were any of the other quote unquote daddies caught talking to the minors or anything?
Yeah, and I had to stop them.
But they were.
And I had to stop them. Yeah.
So you said, right, that you're not the only quote unquote daddy in the server with the minors, but there are other people in there who had the same label as you were caught talking to the minors in a sexual way.
And I had to stop them. Yes.
But like Cow Wrangler just brought up, you said you were rarely in there.
Well, there were some times when I had to put a stop to some of the kids, some of the adults flirting with some of the kids. Yes,
Because you made an environment where that felt appropriate.
that's why I deleted the server.
No, you deleted it because you were caught.
No, I deleted that because I didn't want to associate with it anymore.
It was just conveniently after it came out that you had this server and all the shit was going on in it. It was just a coincidence, right?
I was told that I shouldn't associate with that server. It was messed up.
That's one of the most infuriating things I've ever heard WhiteBowser say. I mean, I was on the call and I had to mute myself because in that moment you wanted to like tell the guy off in any way you can. But it's a show. I wasn't trying to just scream at him. But now that I'm here, I'm more level-headed. Let me just explain why that is such bullshit what he says. Cow Wrangler and basically everything Wrangler brought up was absolutely correct. Earl ran this grooming server for 2 years and he desperately wanted to keep hold to it. When people called him out and said it was weird and how terrible it was that he was letting all these creeps groom kids in there, he still didn't delete it. He only believed that he had to delete it so that the internet would stop coming at him. He still to this day believes there was nothing wrong with that server. And even right there, you can hear him say that he was told to delete it. By who? I'm not entirely sure, but I'll tell you this much. He didn't make that decision himself. And if it were up to him, he'd still be running that server to this day. He did it for 2 years and gladly watched all that stuff happen. He talks about the fact that he had to go in there and put a stop to it, and other times he'll claim that he was never even in there at all. Bowser was in there almost 24/7, saw all this stuff going on, and was even getting involved in it himself. I respond to that by saying, you groped a minor and allowed other creeps to groom minors in your Laugh-Tale server. Remember that screenshot of you wanting to see NSFW art of John Cena doing some disgusting stuff to a minor? Which is true, and it's a screenshot that came out of Bowser's old server where he was saying to kids in there who were as young as like 13, seeing if they wanted to see another 13-year-old be involved in some weird AI art with John Cena that, like, it's just disgusting. And this is the stuff he talked about. This is the stuff that he facilitated. And he wants to sit here and take the high ground and say that everyone else lied about him when nobody lied. I don't know why he's this confident and it took him this long to really, to really come out and say all this, because best believe last year this time he would have never said nothing like this. So I don't know what happened, but we move on. And this is where I found out that he's not playing no games. So as you can see, this is an email correspondence with Earl. And he's all flustered right now. Me bringing up Laugh-Tale, me bringing up these factual things that he did is too much for him, and he doesn't have any more good responses. So he decides to fall back to a good old dox. He jumps right into saying, want me to leak your email address? So he's trying to scare me. He's really trying to play tough here today. And I let him know that, oh no, please do not leak my smokymcrack@gmail.com account that I've had in my bio, at least for like the first year and a half of my account. And at that point, Earl seemed to be out of any cards to play, because he seemed to think that him doxing my email was going to be enough to make people forget about all the predatory stuff he's done. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Errol, but I don't think that's how this is going to work. I did show the email, like, on Twitter and all that. I mean, I just said the email, too. But the reason I'm not showing it on screen is because I've received so many emails from people since I made this public, too. I'm letting you know now, I'm not going to respond to you guys on that email unless your name is Errol Doobie. So just putting that out there. So there's like 19 messages between me and Earl. I mean, I think like 5 are mine and 14 are Earl's, but most of them are the ones you can see up here where I'm not really saying much other than telling him he's a pedo. Everyone knows we didn't lie and he hasn't proven anything. You know, good job, dickhead. And that was enough to get him to say this, which is what I mentioned at the beginning of the video I thought was the most asinine thing about all of this. Now, I cut his email off because, again, he goes into doxing his victim and all that, which he can never help himself from doing. But he says, Smokey, you're still lying, and the more you lie, the more this is going to end badly for you. He is so convinced that, like I said, he's gonna take us down. He's been saying this for months. He's been convinced since day one that he was gonna eventually take down our channels and be the lolcow to end all lolcowdom. His words, not mine. And I mean, look how things are going right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are like maybe a few short days away from hitting 100,000 subscribers, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. And Earl, I just want to say, it didn't work. It didn't work. You were not the lolcow to end all lolcowdom, but maybe one of these days you can get there. But the main reason I wanted to show this is because there it is. Like, what is that? You were required to be at least 16 years of age to work at any Imagine theater. Like, so how does that prove that the girl's not a minor? I don't know. I genuinely don't know how that proves it, but Earl is more than convinced that he's done enough to prove it, and we just gotta deal with it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the screenshots in question that Earl keeps sending me are accusing me and Kiwi of being in cahoots with this guy named Joshua Roberts, who was a psychopath who used to troll Earl. The dude always tried to get, like, in with us and try to talk to us, but I've never spoken a word to the guy. Other than the fact that I think he showed up in my chat and super chatted a few times, Earl now thinks we were, like, right-hand mans with this guy, you know? I mean, it's so funny hearing this from Earl, the same guy that was convinced that me, Cyrax, and Music Biz Marty had a content farm going on where Cyrax was basically just freaking out so we could collect paychecks and then give some of that to Cyrax too. This is what Earl truly believed, so I'm not that shocked that he just believes some random shit that someone emailed him, but it made him feel so confident that he decided to hit me up and tell me what's what. And not only that, but I mentioned in the beginning that he went back to video uploading again. So he uploaded this video you're about to see here, and I guarantee you this one, ladies and gentlemen, he is going to try to copyright this one so quick. So I'm only going to show a few seconds of it, because it's not even that important anyway, but there are some little nuggets in this video that are just hilarious. So Earl cropped over the faces of some guys on the CW channel. He rolls in on his car with his rims spinning with Genshin Impact characters. Me and Kiwi are standing over there just in awe of Earl's arrival, and just what a miraculous video it is. He really showed us with this one. But the real story with this video here is not the video itself. It's in the description, because this is what Earl left for the people to read, and it's just as wacky as anything else he's said in any of these emails. Hey guys, miss me? No, nobody did. I've got a lot more to say. However, everyone will have to wait until February of 2025 for more truth to come out. Oh my god, chat, we gotta wait another year to find out the truth from WhiteBowser. After the false bomb threat on January 4th, 2023 at Imagine Macomb, you guys made me think that was going to happen. Hold up, I'm sorry. You guys made me think was going to happen. He's still blaming people for the bomb threat. We saw the police reports. The police themselves agreed that Bowser did this on his own volition. Nobody told him to go to this movie theater. Nobody even said the word bomb. But Bowser wanted to go and look like a hero in front of the girl he groped so he could look like a hero saving her. I know that sounds crazy to some people, but that genuinely was his thought process behind this. Someone left a comment telling him not to go to the movie theater anymore, and somewhere in his mind that told him to now get in his car, go to the movie theater that he's already not allowed at because of the groping incident, and to basically just tell them that, yeah, this place is under attack right now. Again, he thought that he was just going to swoop in and save that girl, and that girl in particular. He had told people that he went there to save her. He told the police that he went there to save her. But when they asked him, how did you know it was this movie theater? Why were you only here to save that girl? Well, Bowser had no answers to it. So this is just more of him trying to pin the blame for all of his shitty actions on other people. I don't understand why he does this all the time, but I'll never understand why Bowser. He's just not the best person. But people made him think that it was going to happen, and he got a trespassing order, that he cannot set foot on any property owned by Imagine Theaters for the next 2 years. The delusional manic attack you guys caused me to have, thinking my friends would be hurt, all for more clicks and more views. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just point out right now that whole bomb thing happened before we ever made any videos on Earl. I think I made my Meet the Lolcows White Bowser like a week after that, maybe even a few days before. But I don't remember mentioning the bomb threat in like great detail to the point where we made all this content and views over it. No. Some guy randomly left a comment telling you, man, maybe stop going to that movie theater, the one you groped the girl at, and you did all that. But of course, it's our fault and not his. It can never be his fault. You guys lied to a lot of people, gaslighting me and others. I never groped a minor, never been a pedo. I have a lot more insider info from plenty of emails being sent to me. I would ask you to please stop sending threats in my name to imagined theater locations under fake booking events. If anybody's doing that, that's stupid, and they should stop doing it, Earl. But again, to pin the blame on people like me and Kiwi, and just try to tie all this together and make this all our fault, which is what you're trying to do here. The bomb threat, everything that happened, it's all the fault of the trolls who mess with you. Now, the people sending threats and all that, if there are trolls doing that, just stop it. Don't bring people who aren't into this into it. But I'd highly doubt that's happening too, because knowing Earl, he just makes up this stuff to try to victimize himself. It could get you in trouble with the police for forgery. I got my connections with the Shelby County PD and working with multiple detectives. The police have seen all the videos about me on YouTube. If there's any more doubt that all of you fucked up and I will never be arrested because I did nothing wrong and nothing illegal, a lot more of this is public knowledge and it can be found on Kiwi Farms, LinkedIn, and Reddit. So what he's referring to there is the fact that people have said before that we messed up Bowser's chances of getting arrested, which is laughable when you consider that he did the groping and the bomb threat before we even got involved with this guy, and even then he didn't get any types of legal trouble behind it. The Discord and all that, the police seemingly never wanted to even look into. Bowser would join our shows and just openly admit this stuff in front of thousands of people, and it's still shocking to me to this day that he did it then, and he's doing it now by basically trying to swing his bird in front of the entire internet, but basically to me, to be like, hey, he's back and we just got to accept it. Well, I don't know how back he is, because he does say he's not going to do anything till February 2025, which... if you guys are confused as to why that is, it's because that's when his ban at Imagine Theaters ends. So, just to let you know, he's planning on going back there. Despite that being the location where he groped the girl, despite the bomb threat happening there, he is just counting down the days till he can go back. It just shows again that he did nothing wrong. He's not ready to do anything to make up for the things he did wrong. He just wants to get back there and people got to deal with it. The people who he scared there, the people who he made feel uncomfortable there, not his problem, because he's going to bust back in there and be the best, movie watcher he can be, because he's sure as shit not getting a job back there, but damn it, he might try. As for right now, this is all I can really tell y'all. White Bowser is back. He's got his new YouTube account called Whatever Brother, which will probably be taken down shortly after this video goes up, but he thinks he's got all the cards right now, old White Bowser. And the reason I wanted to make this video was to let yous know he's out there and he's lurking again. He's been lurking this whole time, but now he feels more confident than ever. So if you're in any of these communities, like anime communities or editing communities, AMV communities, communities around the television show House, anything that Earl might be into, you watch. He's probably in those servers right now, and he's not that hard to pick out. So just wanted to keep people aware of that, because knowing all the stuff Earl's done in the past, him coming back with this go get him attitude that he did nothing wrong is a really scary thing to see. And so I don't have much more to talk about today, but I did want to give a big shout out to a new YouTube channel called The White Bowser. Now you might be thinking what? Didn't we just say? But no. This is the dude who made the April Fool's prank that White Bowser was back just a week ago, and this guy, little did he know what would happen just a week later. But what he's been doing on this channel is archiving all of the old Bowser footage that Bowser has since taken down from his channel, and there's a whole lot of it. There hasn't been an archive like this since Bowser had his channel up, so it's really interesting to see this, because now people can go back and see all of the horrible videos Bowser has made. And now, with all that being said, again, big big shout out to that guy. Go show him some love. Go give subscribe to the White Bowser and go see these archives. And I think there's no better way to end this video than one of the videos that has been archived, because it sounds just like what Earl's saying right now. And he's been saying this type of stuff for over 2 years, trying to convince everyone that we're liars, he's in the right, and it's just never gonna work, Earl. This would be my parting message to you in this video. Just stay on the internet. Keep doing this. Keep showing how right you are and let everyone know. Don't go into hiding. Let people know what you're going to do next and where you're going to do it. And I bet you if you do that, people are really not going to know what to say. So, with that all being said, let's end on this video, and I'm out of here. You guys have a great rest of your day.
Diary of the White Bowser. You know, the last time I said I would do a follow-up to talking about bipolar or trauma, I just wanted to follow up this with saying the quite obvious phrase. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid of you trolls. I'm not afraid of what you could possibly do to me, since I haven't done anything criminal. Yes, I've made mistakes. Yes, I will atone for them. Yes, I have apologized for my mistakes. Yes, you trolls don't seem to care how many times I do apologize for my mistakes. You don't. And I can put on, like, you know, a facade, like, you know, the video I put out 2 days ago where I put on a character and you guys manipulate and twist that into a new reality. You know, I can be afraid that you'll call my job. I can be afraid that you'll send packages to my house. I can even be afraid that you'll send packages to my job, which by the way, you guys sending packages to my job really could land you in hot water. That could really land you in some big trouble if my job traces those packages back to you. Need I remind you, the authorities and the police are already highly aware of what's going on, and I haven't done anything criminal. You guys, on the other hand, are on track to gain misdemeanors on your record. Me, I haven't done anything.